Welcome to InfoMarine. Our topic of discussion today is world's largest ports. Ports are the nerve centers of maritime trade since time immemorial. Over the years, ports have evolved into international maritime hubs thanks to technological advances in cargo handling, magnitude of maritime trade, as well as amazing developments in shipbuilding industry. Port locations are selected to optimize access to land and navigable water for commercial demand and for shelter from wind and waves. Since ports throughout history handle every kind of traffic, support and storage facilities vary widely, may extend for miles and dominate the local economy. Now welcome to our showcase of world's largest ports, which can genuinely be described as mighty maritime hubs of the world. The Port of Singapore. The Port of Singapore is one of the world's busiest ports in terms of total shipping tonnage. It is also the world's busiest transshipment port. It transships a fifth of world shipping containers and half of the world's annual supply of crude oil. Incidentally, the port is also the world's biggest bunkering hub. The Port of Singapore refers to the collective facilities and terminals that conduct maritime trade handling functions in Singapore harbours and which handle Singapore's shipping. Thousands of ships drop anchor in the harbour, connecting the port to over 600 other ports in 123 countries and spread over 6 continents. Singapore's container facilities include 44 container berths, 12,800 meters quay length, 436 hectares of area, maximum draft of 16 meters, 143 quay trains, design capacity of 24,700 kilo TEU. At the crossroads of seaborne trade, Singapore's interconnectivity makes it preferred port of call for more than 130,000 vessels, totaling some 1.5 billion gross tons. Singapore's hub port is a complex stream of activity, handling a variety of cargoes at different terminals. About 30 million containers and 500 million tons of cargo are handled every year, and more than 30 million tons of bunkers lifted annually. In addition, about 1 million visitors cruise into Singapore every year. Technology is at the heart of Singapore's intelligent port. The Port of Shanghai. The Port of Shanghai, located in the vicinity of Shanghai, comprises a deep sea port and a river port. Since 2005, Shanghai is the world's busiest port by cargo tonnage. The Port of Shanghai faces the East China Sea to the east and Hangzhou Bay to the south. It includes the heads of Yangtze River, Huangpu River, and Quantang River. Since 1991, the Port of Shanghai has developed at an increasing pace. By 2005, the Yangshan Deep Water Port was built on Yangshan Islands, a group of islands in Hangzhou Bay linked to Shanghai by the Donghai Bridge. The Port of Shanghai is a critically important transport hub for the Yangtze River region and the most important gateway for the foreign trade. The Port of Miami is recognized and has been for many years as the cruise capital of the world and the cargo gateway of the Americas. Located in Biscayne Bay in Miami, Florida, United States, the Port of Miami continues to retain its coveted status as the world's #1 cruise terminal, thanks to the growing number of cruise per passenger vessels calling the port every year. The port can accommodate the largest cruise ships in the world and the operations of such major cruise lines as Carnival, Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line. As the cargo gateway of Americas, the port primarily handles containerized cargo with small amounts of break bulk, vehicles and industrial equipment. It is the largest container port in the state of Florida and ninth in the United States. As a world-class port, the Port of Miami is among an elite group of ports in the world. Over 4 million cruise passengers pass through the port. 7.4 million tons of cargo and over 1 million TEUs of intermodal container traffic move through the seaport per year. The port currently operates 8 passenger terminals, 6 gantry crane wharves, 7 ro-ro docks, 4 refrigerated yards for containers, break bulk cargo warehouses, and 9 gantry container handling cranes. As a part of massive Port of Miami redevelopment program, new ultra-modern cruise terminals, roadways, and parking garages have been constructed. On May 24, 2010, construction began on the Miami Port Tunnel, a $1 billion project that will connect the port to other major highway arteries. Construction is set to finish by 2014. The South Hook Terminal represents a technological milestone as a part of Qatargas 2 LNG value chain project that will make additional supplies of cleaner burning natural gas available to the UK and the rest of Europe. South Hook LNG Terminal Company Limited is owned by Qatar Petroleum and ExxonMobil. It's a part of the larger Qatargas 2 joint venture which supplies gas to the UK from Qatar's North Field. The natural gas comes from the North Field off the coast of Qatar and is brought ashore to be processed and liquefied at Ras Laffan Industrial City in Qatar. It is then loaded onto a fleet of world-class Q-Max and Q-Flex LNG ships and transported to the UK. The terminal includes 5 LNG storage tanks, a regasification plant, ship unloading systems, and a jetty to allow berthing of the world's largest LNG vessels. Port of Vigo. Located in Vigo, Pontevedra, Galicia, Spain, the Port of Vigo is the biggest fishing port in the world and one of the busiest in transportation. It is also home of the world's largest fishing company, Pescacannavo. In 2008, the volume of fish unloaded at this port touched 7,51,971 tons. Vigo is the base for the big fishing companies which have prominent presence in countries such as Namibia, South Africa, Mozambique, Australia, Argentina, the Falkland Islands, the Peru, and others. Fish unloaded at this port are sent all over Spain and abroad to countries like Portugal, Italy, France, and other more distant markets including Asia. These mighty transshipment hubs are the nerve centers of modern maritime trade and shipping. Of course, they stand aloft in the global maritime map. Hope you have enjoyed watching Mighty Maritime Hubs. We'll be back again with an exciting topic in our next episode. Till then, stay tuned and take care.